throwing shade.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, you know, come.
When they go low, we go high.
Sometimes you gotta
Right.
clap
Oh,
back.
sometimes you gotta clap back. Hey, beautiful people, Success Mentor Dante J. Worth, and I'm back with another video right here on Audacious Believer TV. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I need you to make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure that you like this video. And make sure that you are commenting down below. My team and I absolutely love to read your comments. Now, tonight, we're being joined by the wonderful, the beautiful, the fabulous, the one, the only. Tell them who you are, darling.
Hi everyone, I'm Shaquana Diva.
Yes! So we invited Miss Divas on tonight to talk about cultivating unconditional self-worth. But before we talk about that, we're going to ask you the question we ask every single guest.
Yes.
What is your story?
Wow. And I shouldn't act surprised because I looked at your other interviews and I know you asked that.
Everybody gets surprised. They're like, what are you going to ask me?
Oh my God, it's such a powerful question.
It is.
And I realized that I'm learning more about my story the more I age.
Yes.
Because
gracefully, gracefully. Yes.
What I think is my story, 10 years later, I'm putting the dots, connecting the dots.
Yes.
But just a little bit about myself. I was born down in New York, in Long Island.
Yes. Hey, Long Island.
When I was a child, my family members started migrating to Rochester, New York.
Okay.
So I grew up in Queens Village,
Okay.
but my mother relocated to Rochester and I joined her for high school.
Okay.
So I went to Nazareth Academy.
I was Nazareth too! The middle school, yes.
Yeah. And so loved it, made friends that I still keep in
Yes.
contact with, which I think relates to the cultivating unconditional self-love, some of the
Yes.
things I learned
Yes.
at a single-sex school at a young age.
Yes.
But fast forward, went back down to Long Island for college and grad school. Have always been passionate about health and wellness.
Yes.
And also community. So I found a degree that put it all together called community health.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't know what I would do with it years ago, but been on this journey of working in different jobs that I've
Yes.
had throughout my career. Also got my master's degree in health administration, which allowed me to accelerate my leadership skills. I always wanted to be a leader and have a seat at the table from a young age. I also, during my time at Hofstra, met my honey, my partner of 20 years.
Years, that's a long time. Wake up to the same.
That's another topic. But we have 3 children together, and our oldest is, we've got 2 sons and a daughter, so a big part of my story now is just being a mom. I am a healthcare executive, healthcare leader. I love this community. I do a lot of volunteering, and right now I am the chapter president of an organization called Jack and Jill, the Rochester chapter. I am a dance mom, a pageant mom.
Come on, pageant mama.
And I just really just try to elevate others.
That's really good. So when you hear the topic cultivating unconditional self-worth, what comes to mind?
What comes to mind is, for one, having a strong identity of who you are. And I think that ebbs and flows in life.
Yes.
And what I would suggest is a big part of self-love and cultivating it, at least for my journey, has been self-care. And at a young age, part of why I got interested in health and wellness was I wanted to take care of myself.
Yes.
And I had experienced, sometimes I talk about my healthography, which is where you live and what's in your environment can put you in a vulnerable state. So growing up, I did have some assets like family and community and parks and stores. And then I also experienced and saw deficits like crime, poverty, challenges, drug addiction.
Having to interpret between a gunshot and a firework. We know the difference though. We know the difference.
Yeah, so I saw those things at a young age, and I wanted what was best for me and those I loved.
Yes.
So I tried to stay in that zone
Yes.
as much as possible. So everything from seeking out health, healthy eating. I became a vegetarian as a teenager. To learning about mind, body, spirit, studying psychology and books. So I was like a bookworm.
Doing the work.
Yeah, and just really at a young age, I just started cultivating that self-care. So that is a big part of it. I also think having a positive racial identity and in any way that you identify with yourself, because we are human beings. We are beyond the boxes, but the world labels us.
That's true.
So we need to have a positive sense of those identifiers as part of our journey of cultivating.
Oh, that's good. You are. So I know oftentimes in our society, our self-worth is oftentimes impacted by what other people think of us.
Yes.
How can we stay centered in with all the opinions, with social media, with all the things around us that are trying to impact us? What can we do to stay centered?
Some ways that I think, one, you should stay grounded is, for one, I do think we should take breaks from social media. But I think we should go through exercises of, and journaling is a great way of doing this, of figuring out who am I. And I do this myself. Beyond all of the external areas or accolades. So strip away your titles, strip away your materialism.
That's good. Listen.
Who are you? What is your essence? What drives you? What motivates you? What tugs at your heart? Ask yourself those questions. And I think that helps you, because right now we're in a society where a lot of us are measured by money and fame and a lot of those outer trappings. But those, it can almost destroy you if you only measure your self-worth by those things.
That's true.
So you really want to look at who you are outside of all those things. Even if you have 2 and 3 and 4 degrees and are accomplished, who are you at your essence?
And who are you when no one else is around? So a lot of times people you talk about being together with someone for 20 years, and a lot of times you can lose yourself with someone else. How do you not do that? Like, how do you hold on to yourself, and even in a relationship?
That's been a journey too, because I've had times where I felt lost myself. Even in my mothering journey and being there, I have battled sometimes putting on weight or just feeling out of sorts because I don't feel like myself. I think just taking some time out for you, taking each day, and I'm big on having some quiet time for myself. And also having courage to articulate to my loved one what I need. And being
willing to offer the couch. So like, baby, you can go out the couch. That's good. That's good. So, what are some things that you do? What part of your morning regimen to just say for your own self-care? What is something that you do?
A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I love walking. I think it was part of how I grew up down in the city. We walked a lot. So I have this challenge that I'm participating in now, but I love to walk if weather permitted. And it's helped me stay healthy, but I also clear my head. And the other thing is, it helps me see things. Like, I'll learn about a restaurant or something that I didn't know about. So that's a big one. Another thing, music.
Beyonce. A little birdie told me that you had Beyonce playing when you were giving birth. Now, I don't know who told me this, but I'm just saying your daughter told me. But
I think she wishes out there.
Okay.
No, I don't think I had really any music playing any of the times I've given birth. But I do love Beyonce. I admire her. She's awesome.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I just love all kinds of music. I really love culture. And the variety of culture that we have in the world. That makes life interesting and exciting to me. So going to, I'm big on I'll go to the Fringe Festival, the different festivals we've had.
Yes.
Me and my family have lived in different cities. I've packed up and relocated with kids.
Yes.
We've exposed them from a young age to museums and different experiences. And I'm always big on just broaden your horizons.
Yes. When was the last time you were genuinely happy?
Oh, wow. That's a really interesting question.
Yeah, because sometimes we exude happiness, but genuine happiness is a little bit different.
Yeah, genuine. 2019, this was like a really good year for me. But I did have, I had a lot of those accolades happen. I won the Athena
Come on,
Award.
Athena Award!
Watching my daughter become a national queen. So those were those outer trappings.
Yes.
But then there's days where I just go on a walk up down Park Avenue and feel beautiful.
Yes.
Just feel good about the type of person that I'm working on becoming. Trying to be humble, no matter how much I achieve, and walk that line between having the self-confidence, not allowing myself to be marginalized and disrespected, which can happen, but also being really just humble, because I do feel like life will humble you if you don't humble yourself.
Real quick, okay?
So, never forgetting where I came from. People, it's shocking. I'll get on the bus, I'll walk, I'll talk to anyone. I think that's a part of my growing up that I don't ever want to lose, no matter how much I ascend, because I also think it gives me an edge.
Oh, that's good. Are you ready for rapid fire questions?
Sure.
Yes! Favorite book?
Oh, I'll say The Bluest Side.
Yeah. Favorite movie?
Oh, The Woman of Brewster Place.
No. And what is your purpose?
My purpose is elevation. This is another fun fact. So growing up, I was into hip hop.
Yes.
And I used to be a female rapper.
Okay.
And so I rapped in college. I was part of some groups, and one of the songs that I wrote was called Mind Elevation.
Yes.
And my son, he'll be 22. He has a tattoo that says elevation, and his name is a part means that. So what I think is I was born to be on a quest of elevating myself and always elevating those around me.
Oh, that's good.
Whenever I meet someone, most of the time I want to know what their deepest dreams and desires are, and then I'm trying to figure out a way if I could help make it happen. And that just makes me really excited. Like, I really love it. I think what drew me to public health and policy was the ability to have a broad, big impact on as many people as possible. So I think my purpose is service and elevation.
Are you ready to give us a little bit of a sample of one of your songs? Just a little bit. Just give us a bar. Give us a bar, girl. You can drop the mic afterwards.
I gotta try to see if I can remember something.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll give you a beat. I'll get no beat. I'll know that. I'll give you no beats.
Next time.
Next time. Okay, girl. We got that next time. And what do you see when you look in the mirror?
Oh man, I see a being of light, peace and love, and beauty. One that hopes to, and I see a woman that wants to look for the best in people. I think sometimes I'm blind, as a weakness, I'm blinded by the negative, because I tend to look for the best. I tend to look for the best. So some things I just kind of miss, and I also rise above the pettiness. So there's times where I'm like, they were shooting, they were throwing shade. Maybe I should, come.
When they go low, we go high.
Sometimes you gotta clap back.
And to be audacious means to be
bold.
Yes.
In our community here in Rochester, we have a lot of wonderful assets.
Yes.
And sometimes we get brought down by, I see it, you know, when I'm walking around, when I'm on the bus, when I'm meeting with different people in the community.
Yes.
There can be sometimes people feeling a lack of hope.
Yes.
But those beings of light that we are, we need to be bold.
Yes.
Because then we encourage them to find the light within themselves.
That's true.
And a lot of times when I'm interacting with women, I notice that they'll start maybe dressing up a little bit more after we start interacting, or maybe change their hair, maybe get into their health, maybe think about a
making
career
some kind of life change. Yes.
Exactly, for themselves, to feel
Yes.
good about who they are
That's
and
good.
align that inner and outer self.
That's how they can find you online, how they can support you.
Yeah, so I'm on social media. I've got
Yes.
Facebook and Instagram. Don't really have that much of a brand. I am on LinkedIn. You can
Yes.
find me there, but I'm around.
Hey, holla at us. So until next time, remember that life is meant to be enjoyed and not just endured. How you doing?